Hi there. I think I'm live. We were having technical difficulties last week. Hold on a second. Okay. I got a notification on my watch that we're live. Okay, so I guess we're live. So hi there and welcome to Kim Chat Live. I am Kim from focusyourtime.com and the Focus Your Time podcast and YouTube channel. How are all of you? What did you do over the weekend? Did you do anything fun? My sweet friend Nancy has been visiting and we've been having a great time catching up. And we've just been having a wonderful time. So if you're here, say hello in the comments. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see chat today. It says it's waiting. So, well, if you're here, say hello and let me know if you can hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me and everything's set up right. I had my computer turned off for a while, so I'm not sure if everything connected correctly. So let me know if you're here and if you can hear me. And just say hello in the comments. Today, I am talking about declining invitations and dealing with unsolicited advice. So do you ever go to places you don't want to go because you're afraid of hurting someone else's feelings? And then you go and you feel resentful because you'd rather be doing something else for yourself instead? Yep, been there, done that. Or what if someone asks uncomfortable questions or starts giving you unsolicited advice saying you should or shouldn't be doing something? It's funny, Nancy's been here and me and Nancy and Mark have been talking about about the content that I'm going to be talking about today. And we were talking about that people have asked us all kinds of personal questions that we've answered, but we don't have to answer these questions, I found out. But we were looking on the internet and we were also coming up with our own questions last night of things that people have asked us. And it's been just hilarious, but I just can't believe that people ask some of these questions. And I wrote down some of them and I still don't know. I don't know the canned comeback yet. I'm going to figure that out because I keep a list of comebacks that I practice before I go out if I think I'm going to be in certain situations. And so people have actually asked, how old are you? How much do you weigh? Is that your real hair color? Why don't you eat meat? That's common for me. How's your love life? Is that real leather or faux? Let me see. Why don't you have any kids? Why do you look so tired? I can't imagine asking these questions. Who are you voting for? How'd you get that scar? Why don't you work? Are you retired? How much did that cost? Those are only some of them. I just wrote down some of them because we were really laughing. There were more and they were just terrible. But we're just laughing because we can't believe people would actually ask these questions. But I've had people ask me all kinds of questions. So hold on a second. I'm looking in the chat. If you're there, say hello. So anyway, if people ask you uncomfortable questions, you don't have to answer them, or you can have a comeback, or you can even ask them a question. Okay, who is Facebook user? It just says Facebook user. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, whoever that is. I'm thinking maybe it's Carolyn, but I'm not sure because last time she showed up as Facebook user. So you know how people ask you to do things and you do them because you think you have to? I mean, if you genuinely want to do things, then by all means do them. I mean, I accept a lot of invitations. I do a lot of things, but there are some things that I don't want to do. And it's fun to be sociable. And a lot of times my friends like to brainstorm with me and they give great advice. So that's fun sometimes. But, you know, oh, Rachel, is it really? Oh, hi. I've never seen you here before. Hi. So anyway, so just because people invite you out, it doesn't mean that you have to go. And just because someone gives you advice telling you what you should or shouldn't do, it doesn't mean you have to take the advice. You also don't have to answer questions. And if you do, you could answer kindly. So, and if you've been invited somewhere that you don't want to go, it's kind of tough telling people that you don't want to go. And the one thing I like to remember is to be honest and kind. And doing this helps you set boundaries. So I'm going to give you 10 examples of questions. Sorry for the interruption here. Usually working. I know, right? It's not even a holiday. I'm glad to have you here. Maybe you'll find some humor in all of this. So I'm going to give you 10 examples of questions and canned answers for different situations that you can feel free to steal and reword and use for your own situations. So let's say a friend wants you to meet them for dinner, but you've planned a quiet night in. A good response is, thank you so much for inviting me, maybe another time. Or, I have a quiet night planned at home, but thanks for the invite. Another one, and I've had this happen to me different times. A lot of these I've had happen to me, but some of them I've heard that this has happened to other people. Blah, 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 blah. There goes my words again. So how about if a well-meaning friend tells you that they think you'd look better wearing red lipstick, but you don't like red lipstick and the way it looks on you. So you could say, oh, red's really not my color. I think I'll stick with the pink, but thank you so much for the suggestion. Number 3, what if someone asks a personal question that you don't want to answer because it's kind of private? You could say, I'm really not comfortable answering that question. And I've had people ask that I know that have asked me personal questions. And depending on who it is, you could say, so first you say, I'm really not comfortable answering that question. And then I would say, what else you got? But you can only do that with people that you know really well. Number 4, let's say someone you know is long-winded, wants to chat on the phone. You could say, sure, but I only have 15 minutes. Or you can say, I'm not available right now. How about if we chat later? And then after you set up the time, when you get on the phone, tell them that you only have 15 minutes or half hour to chat, and then set a timer, and maybe a loud timer, because sometimes if they're long-winded, there's no breath and you can't get a word in edgewise, as they say. So you can have a really loud, obnoxious timer. And then you can say, well, I have to go, bye. So number 5, I love this one and I get it all the time. Someone asks, why don't you drink? Or why don't you eat meat? And I've said, because I like to feel healthy, or it's not good for me. Number 6, if someone wants to have a difficult on-the-spot discussion where you aren't prepared, maybe before bed, you could say, I'm not prepared for this. Could we please talk about this another time? Or this conversation has the potential to upset me and I don't want it to disrupt my sleep. Could we please speak in the morning? Number 7, let's say someone asks you to visit. Someone asks, well, this happened to us. Someone wanted to visit us at our home and we weren't going to be here. And you could say, I've already made other plans, maybe next time. But then the person said, well, can you change your plans? No, that really did happen. Okay, number 8, if someone asks you to pet sit, but it's something you're just not comfortable doing, or you're committed to something else during that time, you could say, I'm sorry, that's not going to work out this time. And you can say these responses for different questions. I'm just giving you some samples here. If someone rushes you to sign a contract or something that you intend to read before signing, and I've had this happen where they're rushing you, you could say, bear with me. It might take a few minutes to read this document. I'll sign it as soon as I'm done. That did happen to me. It was not good. If a salesperson, this is number 10, if a salesperson attempts to pressure you into buying something, you could say, thanks for your help. I need to think about it. I'll let you know. So that was 10 of them. Feel free to use as you like. And remember that setting boundaries for yourself doesn't require explanations. You don't have to explain why you can't do something. You can just kindly say that you can't do it. But if you want to do something, go do it. And if you don't want to, don't. But you can just be honest and you don't have to give an explanation. So be kind and honest, and that's helping you practice self-care. So it takes practice. And once you start doing it, it gets a lot easier, but it does take practice. It's very uncomfortable. Sometimes it gives me a stomach ache. I've had some weird situations, but you grow whenever you do something like this. So that is all I've got today. And if boundary setting is difficult for you, I can help you. At one time, I struggled with boundaries, and I know what it feels like to worry about how others will react to it. So if you want to chat, reach out to me for a free discovery call at Kim. No, I changed my website recently. It's now focusyourtime.com/coaching. So that's it for today. And if there's anybody watching, please talk in the comments. I'm not sure if I'm seeing them today. I can see Rachel, but I think that's all I can see right now. I know other people were going to join, and I'm not even sure if you can hear me very well, but I assume you can. So if you have comments, leave them in the comments, or if you have comments, leave them in the chat. Well, however you're seeing this on YouTube or Facebook, leave a comment even after the fact if you're watching the replay, and I will respond, and let me know if this helped you. Oh, good, Rachel's still here, and a big smiling grin. Rachel, it's great to see you. I'm so glad you could come. I wish you could come every week, but I know you're a teacher and the students need you, so that's okay. So that's it for today, and I hope you guys have a great day. Be safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.